Hi everyone, for today's book review we're going to go back, way back, and look at The Story of the Bomber from 1914 to 1945. This book itself is archaic, published in 1974 by Octopus Publishing. It is written by Brian Cooper and magnificently illustrated by John Batchelor. With these older books that were published in the 1970s, you wonder why get an old book when a lot of the information has either been updated or has been reproduced in newer books, newer editions. And yes, for some books the information is outdated, but for books such as this one, which tell the story of these complicated machines as much through visual illustrations as text, the illustrations themselves stand on their own and are unparalleled. The market for this type of heavily illustrated book has changed, and I would argue that Osprey has kind of taken that market with their gorgeous cutaways and army of digital illustrators to populate their books. But for those who enjoy reading or who enjoy learning through visual cues and illustrations, books such as this that were done through actual pen, ink, hand illustrations, they are unmatched, and you can see that there's considerable talent here in the quality of these illustrations, and this is why I wanted to review it, both to highlight these illustrations and also to hopefully shine a light on these older books that still have value. They can still inspire, they can still amaze, and you can appreciate the sheer talent that went into creating all of these illustrations so that you can absolutely understand the complexity of these machines. You can spend hours just staring and admiring and understanding how every component worked. And the subject matter is perfect for this because we just went from 1914, simple little biplanes and triplanes with tiny engines that nowadays could probably just power a lawnmower. And then we get to the point in 1945 where we have these sophisticated, multi-engined, gigantic aircraft that brought the world into the atomic age. It's an incredible 3-decade journey of technological advancement, and this book does a fantastic job of taking us through that, both through the evolution of various aircraft, designers, and technology. A great thing about this book is that it also looks at not just the United States, the United Kingdom, France and Germany, but it also looks at some of the smaller air forces and their various attempts at creating bombers. Japan, Russia, eventually the Soviet Union, Italy, all get a mention, and their aircraft, some of which are very rare, get a good illustration. With some of the more famous aircraft, you also have an ancestry tree where you see how the various design evolved over time. Again, the advantage of this book is the quality of its illustrations, and if you are a visual learner and you love absorbing data through visual means, then this book will be an absolute stimulus for you. And I hope that these screenshots contribute to your understanding of the quality of the illustrations in this book. This type of book was very common in the 70s, right through, and in the 80s you had all these beautiful profile books. There are still books published today that are encyclopedias of cutaway profiles of various machines, and they are phenomenal. But this particular book covers the story of the bomber, does it so through color, through incredible cross-sections, through beautiful illustrations, and through a highly detailed text that feels easy to read. It doesn't feel dense. For a small book, it packed quite a lot of information. And so, if you do have an interest in the evolution of the bomber, if you have a nostalgic need for older books, and if you just appreciate the gorgeous illustrations of books of this era, then by all means hunt this book down and get it. It is gorgeous. For the illustrations, it is a Four Captains Hats. Do check it out.